What's good out there, YouTube? How's it going? Hello, hello, hello. It's about 10:15. It is January 29th. For recording purposes only. The message is timeless, past, present, or future energy. If this relates to you, go ahead and drop a comment for me. Also, you guys, I know that there's a lot of new people here and they don't know why I started the channel or when I started the channel. I am about to drop a members only. Hey there, Larkspur, welcome in. Good morning. I'm about to drop a members only feature here within the next week or so about how the channel started, why it started, who I am, where I came from, a little bit of my background, so you guys understand why I'm even sitting here reading tarot. Okay. But that's going to be like a members only thing, and it's not going to be shareable. I can tell you that. If you guys do screen record it and shit post it, then it's just going to get me more attention. So the message will get to more people. I am going to, we've hit the minute mark. So welcome in witches, bitches, twats, and thoughts. I'm Black Betty, and I am Karma's right hand. This is the Underdog Ministry. Thanks for joining me. You guys kick ass and take names. All right. So we have got a different bibliomancy today, which means I referred to a different book other than the Bible. Today, we are going to do Ethics, the Art of Character. I opened this after I did my automatic writing for today, which is 2 pages long. And it immediately related to what I've already done in the automatic writing. So I know I'm on the right track with that today. So let's get started. I'm going to open the energy and ring that bell. All right. I've already said my prayer before I even came live. And so that's where I get, when I start my downloads. Okay. Contentious Energy is the first download that I had. Someone is aggravated and wants to share the love with you. Okay. Just remember that misery loves company. Sometimes doing things alone is more fun. Someone who tries to antagonize you is already miserable in their reality and just amuses themselves by provoking others to feel shitty too. Deprive them and thrive anyways. Animals came in. I just started seeing a bunch of animals, and then had a download about the circle of life from Lion King. The animals that I saw were ants, eagles, sheeps, wolves, sardines and sharks, lions and baboons. The circle of life, the song from the Lion King. And then you just hold a different place on the food chain than other folks that are in your energy. They're part of the herd, but you're a predator animal and you got to eat, metaphorically speaking. Simba returns. King me. And then the song Poor Man's Poison, Hell's Coming With Me, or the band Poor Man's Poison, the song Hell's Coming With Me. You line, it is well with my soul. You line your pockets full of money that you're stealing from the poor. And when I ring that bell, hell's coming with me. Something about coming down that hill and I ring that bell and hell's coming with me. Somebody's coming back with a vengeance. The ghost unghosts. Final warning. I don't know what that means. Okay. Usually when people refer to ghosts, it's spirits. This is a human. The ghost unghosts. Final warning. I think that somebody might be purposefully missing an action, like in the cut, like staying out of the mix completely. And then the next thing I did was bibliomancy, and it was on courage in the book of ethics here. Fight or flight. Coming back with a vengeance. Fight or flight. Courage. When animals sense a threat, they become alert and ready. Similarly, when faced by danger, humans will either run away, freeze, hold ground, or attack. Fight, flight, freeze, or fawn. Human reflective power adds a layer of complexity. Rather than just reacting to circumstance, the virtuous person is self-possessed and in command of their primal responses. Some dangers are sudden and obvious, while others, such as illness, poverty, and abandonment, lurk and creep. Courage involves appropriating one's impulses and responding to each situation with proper balance of apprehension and confidence. So if you're scared, still do it, but just be, aware that you're scared. Too much courage can lead to rash behavior and too little to cowardice. The courageous person has fortitude in the face of difficulties, including the practice of virtue self. So we're kind of carrying on from last night's or yesterday's reading, okay? Without courage, you cannot practice any other virtue consistently. A quote from Maya Angelou, the poet, the writer, the epitome of Black female excellence. Okay, let's shake up the dice and get some words out here for you guys. And, let's talk about this courage, this contentious energy, the ghost unghost final warning coming back with the vengeance. Somebody here has to stand their ground and cannot chicken out. Okay, headphone warning. Ant is one of the first words out. Like the animal, A-N-T. Ants. Okay, that's also a Disney movie or a Pixar movie. Ants. We actually have the S. I'm going to put it on there. Okay, we got this out here yesterday, and here it is again. Grunt. Somebody is in the military. I'm telling you right now. Somebody is infantry, boots on the ground, doing grunt work, digging trenches. Rust. I'm hearing the song by Love Shack, or B-52's Love Shack. Tin roof, rusted. Okay. Park. Central Park, Park Avenue, Park Place. Somebody likes to go to the park. Somebody needs to park their car in a different place. Why do you park in a driveway and drive in a parkway? Just curious. Complete segue from the reading. All right. Belt. Something about the Bible Belt of the United States. The Rust Belt. The Bible Belt. The Dust Bowl. That's a good song by Joe Bonamassa. Time to re-roll. Pull. Somebody might shoot skeet. Pull. Boom. Okay. Somebody might need to pull their car over and park for a minute. They might be too tired to drive. Somebody might have some sort of like a serpentine belt or a timing belt or something go in their car. They might have to pull over to the side of the road really quickly. The name Troy is here. It could also be like Helen of Troy. Nothing there. Nog, like eggnog? Eggnog. Somebody who's really liking eggnog? Thud. Thud. That's weird. Thud. All right, and then we've got N is the last dice out. I'm going to throw that back in the can, and I'm going to get you started, guys. Tell me about the ghost unghost final warning, coming back with a vengeance. Hell's coming with me. King me. Circle of life. Somebody is getting overthrown. Contentious energy. Somebody's looking for a fight. Four of Pentacles is the first card out. So this is where you need to just remember that misery loves company, and doing things alone sometimes is more fun. You need to control yourself. Don't let this person provoke you. Hold your peace. Don't say shit. Don't say shit. Somebody's trying to get you to say shit so you lose money. Queen of Cups. This person here is counting on you to feel sorry for them. This person needs to go see the lady. They need therapy. They need therapy. You need to hold back. This person needs therapy. See, this person needs to take responsibility for their own well-being. They have to do the right thing for themselves. They have to be real with themselves. If they want, it's like this person wants to be in your energy. They're aggravated. They want to share the love with you, but they want to be miserable at the same time. And I don't think that you're going to like invite misery into your life on purpose. You're nobody's fool. My mama didn't raise no dummy. Not at all. This is somebody that wants you to come in instead of taking responsibility for their own feelings, their own contentious energy here. They're miserable. This person can't even admit to themselves that they're miserable by themselves. They can't be in their own energy. So they entertain themselves by like poking at people. I think they're going to fuck with the wrong person. The ghost unghost coming back with a vengeance. Like I think I'm reading for the ghost right now. Death in reverse. The ghost on ghosts. It's like somebody's going to return from the fucking dead, coming back with a vengeance. And somebody here they're done because of it. This person wants to aggravate you, antagonize you, bait you, provoke you into feeling just as shitty as they do, but they can't admit that they feel shitty and take responsibility for going to see the lady to feel better. This person wants you to be stupid. And somebody's coming back with a vengeance because of it. I think this is not necessarily a collective reading, but for anybody that has ghosted a situation that's coming back to it, irritated as fuck. Okay? The ghost unghost, final warning. Somebody's coming like boomerang. Whatever you throw out is going to hit you in the back of the fucking head, just like. Strength. You better stay fucking strong. Okay. Here's the deal. This person has been really biding their time. This person has rejuvenated their energy. They have restored themselves on a different level. This person has that you're coming for here they've already gone to see the lady. They've already admitted their faults. They've already they've already pulled themselves out of the dark place. They have already dug themselves out of a hole here. Okay. And this person, this coming back with the vengeance, is going to tell whoever is trying to antagonize them that's miserable in their own reality, that's amusing themselves by provoking others to feel shitty too. They're going to basically regurgitate, is what I'm hearing, the energy. They're going to spit it back in somebody's face. Just give me a second. This 10 of swords in reverse. Gonna spit it back in somebody's face. How chew on your own betrayal. It's a bitter pill to swallow that somebody else has recovered here, and they've rose above their own bullshit and antagonistic bullshit and miserable bullshit. This person's going to tell somebody straight up they need to go see the lady. Yo, I'm hearing you need therapy or Jesus. One of the two. Somebody's going to say this. You need to find God or you need to get a counselor. One of the two. All right. Wheel of Fortune is here. That's what changed everything for whoever this person that's coming back with the vengeance. I think it's not necessarily they're returning from somewhere where they've been disappeared. It's more like somebody doesn't allow their own energy bubble to be penetrated by fuck shit. And they will ignore phone calls for 5 or 6 days. They will come back when the energy is not flung anymore. Okay, you deprive this baiting. You don't bite. Okay? And you're going to spit this back in somebody's face that you have to fucking save yourself. You need to go see the lady. You need fucking help. You need therapy, something along those lines. And you're going to be like, I went and got therapy. I did the thing. I found my strength. My mama didn't raise no dummy. That's what worked for me. That's what changed my life. That's what made things better, was being allergic to my own bullshit as well as other people's. You don't entertain third-party bullshit. You don't party. You don't go out and you don't gossip about other people. You're not going to be scantless, basically. See, there is this position that you hold. You know that you're a driving force here. Whoever you are, coming back with the vengeance and hell's coming with me. Yo, this is definitely somebody coming back after they've been like run out of town, run out of a group, run out of an industry, run out of patience. Somebody's gonna spit this shit back like bleh. I'm getting Meg the Stallion right now. I eat hate. That's why I ain't got a waist. Oh. All right. So you being ambitious, having the willpower that you have, being self-disciplined, being determined, this has got somebody interested. And this is this coming back with a vengeance. King me. Somebody wants in. This is you're going to be offered a cup here. A partnership. It says shared understanding. What's understood doesn't need to be explained. Bottom of the deck, 5 of Pentacles in the reverse. All right, this is that coming back with a vengeance. You're going to partner with somebody here, and it may end up being more than it might end up being more than love. It might be financial. This is like where somebody's life has turned around here. It's because you don't party. It's because you don't deal with fuck shit. You're not scantless. You're ambitious instead. You don't deal with the drama. You don't deal with third parties. You're not out there gossiping. You're not out there backstabbing people. You're not out there talking about one friend to another friend. It's just not the way you do things. Okay? You're not out there talking shit. You're gonna see, you don't talk shit about people. You will say shit directly to somebody's face here. This is why you need to control your mouth. Okay? You're gonna tell somebody you need to go fucking get help. You need to go to therapy. You need to take responsibility for yourself. You need to admit to yourself that you're on bullshit. You're not fooling anybody. You're not. And the fact that you are this direct and that you don't deal with people that won't change, okay? You are literally, you're not dealing with people who refuse to change or take responsibility for themselves. This is why I think that you are ghost. I think you keep your opinions to yourself because if people really ask for your opinion, you're going to give it. You're going to give it. And it's going to be like, stay strong. Okay. This Ten of Swords energy here. People feel butthurt. This person feels butthurt that wants to antagonize you, and you can't, you're depriving this energy of antagonizing you. You're not even turning your back on the situation. You're going to turn around and look it in the fucking eye so it can't stab you in the back. You're going to be like, got a problem? Let's address it. And talk about it? Oh, you don't want to talk about it? Then go talk to the fucking lady about it. It helped me. It turned my whole life around. Getting therapy, going to see somebody, choosing myself, holding back, ghosting people, not dealing with drama, not dealing with third parties, not celebrating, not partying, being directed and focused. Yeah, that's what's got this person over here. This ghost energy coming back with a vengeance. They're proving their worth here. They're recovering from some sort of financial setback and they want to win. They want the triumph. They want the trophy. They want the Helen of Troy. I'm getting like a fight over an opposite sex partner. Okay? With Simba returns, circle of life. I'm really getting like, I don't know, bros having a sword fight over who gets to be with who. So somebody might need to pull a belt on their car. I don't know why I keep getting this. Somebody's got a car repair, rusty car. That might be why part of what's wrong with this person. They're angry. That's why they're provoking people, because like maybe they're in a shitty position and they just want everybody else to feel as bad as they do. I don't think this person over here is that person. Like it feels like a completely different energy. It feels like this is like a gnat that's like wants to be important. Tell me who the contentious energy is, please and thank you. Intellect. The contentious energy is somebody who's bored. They need to stimulate their mind. This is their fun. They drum up ideas to dick with people, right? antagonize you because they're already miserable, and they amuse themselves by provoking others to feel shitty too. Um, have you ever seen an octopus solve a problem? They're some of the smartest, most intelligent creatures out there. They can unscrew jars, they can figure out puzzles, they can squeeze themselves in through tiny little holes. They're super smart. This person here is better than this. This person's fucking brilliant, but they use their mind to antagonize other people instead of like build for themselves and be determined and be directed. And this is the ghost energy is going to tell that person. Go see the lady. Do something with yourself. Direct your brain. Idle hands are the devil's playground. Truth. This person does not want the truth about themselves. This ghost energy, this coming back with the vengeance, this spitting it back at somebody, you're spitting truth back to somebody who's smart enough to know exactly what the fuck they're trying to do here. Trying to make somebody as aggravated and miserable as they are. Instead of using that intellect to find ways to make themselves feel better. Exile. This has got somebody shut out, or you're going to shut this person out. This is when you're going to tell this person, look, go do something with yourself. Go be great. Go make something of yourself. Go see the lady. Go deal with your issues. I did. It helped me. It makes me feel better. It changed everything for my life when I did this. This is this ghost coming back with the vengeance. It's like your words are haunting. Your energy is giving people nightmares because you're thriving anyways. Exile. They shut you out. You shut them out. Whatever, however, which direction it went. Otherworldly in reverse. It's not like this is magic or something. This is just truth. This is just facts. This is just logic. This is just care about yourself. This is just, I did the work, so can you. Nobody's going to come and do the work for you that you need to do for yourself. Nobody could do the work for this ghost energy. Hell's coming with me. Ascension in reverse. Didn't I just say hell's coming with me? This person's going to it's going to feel like this person is attacking, and it's not. This person has climbed out of the pits of hell, and they are going to say, you can do the work the same way that I did. It was the best investment I ever made. Myself, my health, my mind. Nobody can do the work for you. It's literally impossible in this situation. Awakening in reverse and the key. You can't stay asleep. You can't. You can't stay asleep and have the car start. There's something about somebody, this is a metaphor with the vehicles. This isn't necessarily somebody's vehicle. This is like somebody's drive is going to be put in park, okay? Somebody's energy is going to be put in full stop. somebody's motor isn't going to run the same way. Somebody's heart, somebody's stomach, somebody's lungs, somebody's nervous system. Okay, here's the deal. This is going to be like a nervous breakdown. That somebody's going to have somatic symptoms, psychosomatic symptoms. I'm not a doctor, getting words, being told what to deliver. Not a doctor, not a therapist. Okay, so this does not constitute advice. Just got to be clear on that. Whoever this is won't deal with their own shit and their own internal issues, and it's making them ill because they just keep swallowing it down and swallowing it down and swallowing it down. That's why their stomach is going to be involved. This is why the more you bite your tongue, the more somebody stuffs it down and compartmentalizes, the sicker they get. And the sicker they get, they want somebody, others, not necessarily a single person, because this could be a universal concept here. Okay, this is not necessarily a particular reading, but somebody that's unwilling to digest their own bullshit long enough to process it and evacuate it out of their system. They're going to have spiritual indigestion. They're going to have spiritual weight gain. They're going to have spiritual tugging at their heartstrings. Heartbreak can actually hurt, like break your heart, literally, physically. It can actually do that. Whoever here is coming back with the vengeance has had to sew themselves back together. They have had to stitch pieces and parts. They've had to dig themselves, pull themselves out of a hole. Boots on the ground, digging their own trench. And this is the advice they're going to be giving. And it's not going to be received well. This ghost who's unghosting, the person who's just miss me with your bullshit. I ignore the bullshit. I don't see it. I just pretend, just stuff it down. Somebody is going to say, I couldn't digest it anymore. Y'all got to fucking get it spit back in your face a little bit here. Whoever is trying to antagonize you is not going to like their own energy. They're not going to like their own venom. It's going to wake this person up. That's the key. Here you go again. You usually hold back. You take care of yourself. You're usually that friend, okay? Or you're usually that family member, or you're usually that boss, the shoulder to cry on, the listening ear, whatever. And you're telling somebody else, I don't want to hear it. Go see the lady. Miss me with your bullshit. This is what I had to do for myself. This is what changed my world. This is what changed my life. This is my truth, okay? This is this ghost with intellect here. People aren't going to like the information that you share. It doesn't make it any less valid. Let's get the Masonic deck on this. So they're part of the herd, but you're a predator animal and you got to eat, metaphorically speaking. Back to yesterday's reading. What I eat don't make you shit, and what you eat don't make me shit. Guaranteed, if I have an orgasm, you aren't going to feel it. And guaranteed, if you have one, I'm not going to feel it. Okay, so this is that you're going to be spitting uncomfortable facts at somebody. Whoever you are, ghost energy, the one who just will go silent instead of telling people about themselves. The Star, Four of Swords, Death, Nine of Wands. Just flew out in a clump. Look, you want healing information and energy. This is the healing information and energy that you're going to be giving people. Learn how to rest and prioritize yourself. Learn how to recuperate. Learn how to take care of your own health. Four of Swords. Look, death. You have to end some bad habits. You have to put down the things that could harm your health, like, maybe cigarettes, alcohol, drugs, unprotected sex, gambling, any of the things that could make your life a little harder, any of the things that you're doing to yourself to make yourself feel worse, anything that you're doing because you're miserable and you want other people to feel just as miserable as you. These are the things that this person's going to tell you you've got to put an end to, and you're going to feel victimized by it. You're going to feel victimized. And it's not like that. This person's not attacking you. They are being real with what they had to do. They're going to spit facts right back in your face. Two of Cups. Clarifying Two of Cups position. This is somebody that cares about your well-being. They'll pour into you if you pour into you. Just like God helps those who help themselves, this person's going to say, I'll help you if you help you. But if you're not willing to help you, I'm not willing to help you either. I've been told that so many fucking times. Five of Pentacles, clarifying the Five of Pentacles in reverse position. You love somebody is what you're going to tell them. You're going to hold space for somebody, but they're going to feel victimized about what you have to say. They're not going to feel loved by it. They're going to feel like you shut them out. They're going to feel like you left them in the cold. They're going to feel like they're being betrayed when you're not allowing them to betray you, and you won't betray yourself. See, this person wants you to give up your own energy so you can feel just as miserable as they do. Oh, so tell me about Simba returns. So this is somebody who has been kinged. They have, they've made it across the board. They've made it out of the hole. They've made it across the trenches, and they've made it to the other side where they deserve some sort of respect, accolades, recognition. Tell me about Simba returns. Growth. Shut the fuck up. Somebody grew up. Maybe they're not so much a kid anymore. Maybe this is what they're going to tell other people. Look, I'm weeding my garden. Anything that stunts my growth is crowding my roots. I'm going to pull it. Okay? You still got to eat, metaphorically speaking. If there's weeds competing for the nutrients of your own growth, life experiences, travel, food, like any of the little things, the books you want to read, the people you want to love, the fucking clothes you want to wear, the style you want to wear your hair, natural, braids, wig, weave, dyed, shaved, mohawk, whatever you want to do. Like, making people feel bad for growing does not promote your growth. A weed is still a weed, and it's competing for your own spiritual and energetic nutrients, okay? Deprive them. Energetically starve them. Disruption. Energetically starve them. Cut it off. Wean them off the titty. Do you have to go potty? Give me just a second. You go be out there for just a few minutes. So you got to cut it off. You got to not be other people's sustenance. Ideation. You can't be on the pedestal other people put you on and then them try and knock you off of it for their own amusement. They can't say, see that you have hit goals and then be like, oh, well, you should be miserable and leave those goals behind to be down here with us. Full stop. Full stop. You're going to say this and they're going to feel victimized. You're going to give people the message on how to heal themselves. And they're not going to like it because you really have to dig deep, do the work, pull yourself out of your own hole. Yes, there will be people that can help you along the way. But you have to find them. You have to dig deep, right? You're not going to let people pull you down into their karmic trenches. But you'll wait for them or be there for them when they get out on the other side of theirs. Death in reverse, clarifying death in reverse. You don't want to change? Full stop. You don't want to grow? You don't have to. But if you're a weed that's preventing my growth, you're going to be telling these people this kind of stuff, and they're not going to feel really good being compared to invasive, in being compared or called invasive, like a weed. Movement. This coming back with the vengeance, lickety split, you're throwing shit back in somebody's face. I think it's going to propel you into a different way of thinking. It's going to propel you into, it's almost like when you tell somebody off, like, look, I did the fucking work. The only way that you're going to feel right, the only way that you're going to stop antagonizing people or being miserable in your own reality or provoking people because you're fucking bored and you think people are just ants. You look down on people and you think that if you're looking down on them that they're going to feel smaller. Well, somebody's going to come back and be like, I did all the work on this. I did the inner work. I did the outer work. You need to go see the lady and do the inner and outer work for yourself. Nobody can do the work for you. It's not going to be easily digestible. It's going to cause problems. 6 of Swords in the reverse. It's going to be a point of contention. When you tell people they have to carry their own burdens, bear their own cross, you're gonna be like, this is what I had to do. This is the responsibility I had to carry. This is what I had to do to make it right. King of Pentacles in the reverse. Sometimes you have to lose everything to make it right too. And this is not things that people want to hear. See, people want happy answers. People want everything's going to be perfect. People want sunshine and rainbow farts and sprinkles. And sometimes, just sometimes, you get fucking tornadoes and dust storms that clear your path. And you have to rebuild afterwards. The pain is part of the process. And I don't know why I'm hearing my older brother right now, because he just needs to go away all the way. The one that's alive right now needs to go away all the way, saying no pain, no gain, squirt. Nine of Cups in the reverse and the Knight of Cups in the upright. Sometimes you have to lose everything that you love in order to get yourself on the right path and to learn how to care about other people instead of making them feel shitty. Ace of Swords, Knight of Swords, Two of Pentacles. This threw out, the way this flew out together. These people really, they fucking hate your delivery, dude. They absolutely hate it. The way you deliver the fucking truth, it's so it's almost disruptive to their narrative. It knocks people off balance. You put them on a teeter-totter. Look, because you're telling them the real truth. Okay, you're telling them the real truth about their toxic ways. You're telling them the real truth about what you have to do. You're giving them proper advice. Justice to the devil, to the high priestess. You got it to do right by yourself. You have to free yourself from your own toxic bullshit if you want to know better, do better, be better. Okay? And this is the advice you're going to give. This is the advice, the way that you give your advice. And this is that coming back with the vengeance. This is the ghost unghosting. This is spirit speaking through you and giving people, like, it's like they meet the crossroads when they meet you. You get two options, this way or that way. Whatever you choose is your choice. And let me tell you, when you tell people what you choose is your choice, whatever road you walk down, you put your one foot in front of the other and you went there. You fucking went there. You went there. And so you got the advice that you got. Sometimes tough love swift truth that's going to knock people off balance, make them teeter-totter, make them question their fucking where they're standing on, the point that they're standing on. Is this really the point you want to stand on with somebody? I think that you're going to get characterized in a negative, okay? But what you're really trying to do is give people tough love here. And somebody that wants to antagonize you, that's already miserable in their own reality and is having fun fucking with you, they took the bull by the horns. And you're taking your pieces back. King me. Ooh, dang. That was quite the reading, y'all. I'm gonna close out and tell you guys, remember, if I can manage to not be a piece of shit, so the fuck can you. Black Betty out.